share in the comments what you learned. And let's see what happens, how it was constructed. Let's do something fun. Let's recreate the forest, the soil of the forest in the plastic container. Over there we see the plant, the wonderful lila. It's the lavender, the aromatic type of lavender. It has outgrown its container. Let's recreate the forest ground and the forest soil in the plastic bottle. It used to be a plastic bottle, I cut the top off. Now it's just a plastic container. The lower part is gonna be water, the groundwater, some gravel stones for the minerals, organic soil, organic material, and tree bark for the protection against drying out. Those are the materials. In the back we have substrate, which is just dirt, organic soil, the plant, larger gravel, small gravel, stones, pine needles, pine tree bark, which is sustainably harvested pine tree bark, which is just the upper layer of the bark, which falls naturally to the ground. Let's start with the larger stones, which will build the layer where the groundwater, just like in the forest, this is gonna be like a groundwater. There's some larger stones that cover the surface and which allow the bacteria to extract some minerals from the stones. And it's gonna be filled out with water. The water is gonna be at the bottom. And we have some small holes which I punched with a screwdriver all around. So it's gonna be a thin layer or moderately thin layer of water at the bottom. And the majority of the volume is gonna be filled out with the stones. Let's put them all into the bucket. Just like that. Good enough, good enough. To avoid that the roots and the water and the soil will leak from the holes, I'll add some smaller gravel which will block and fill out the spaces, and it will block the sand and the soil from filtering through the rock and flowing out of the holes. So this is like the natural filter. The smaller gravel is going to have the function of the filter, which is going to filter the water and only allow the water to exit, but the soil is gonna remain in the bucket. Okay, let's sort them out a little bit. Larger stones can go into that. For the people in the developed world, it's interesting because we buy the soil in the supermarkets, in the shops. This is dirt. It's black organic dirt. We buy that soil for 20 liters, it's just one euro or less if you can find. And in the developed world, it's a joke. Dirt is everywhere around. So they can joke that the people in the developed world, they buy dirt 20 liters for a euro or US dollar. Okay, let's finish the filter layer. The stones, they allow the bacteria to grow and to extract the minerals from the stones. The type of bacteria that can do that. Good enough, good enough. Maybe slightly too much. Okay. Next step is going to be to shift the plant into the new container and fill the gaps with the organic soil. Let's do that. The plant is in the bottle, the plant is in the pot. The earth, the soil did set in after watering. It's set in. Now I can put the needles all around the plant and recreate this forest environment where the plants have organic material on top of the soil. There's some needles, which will also allow the roots of the plant to breathe, and it also will allow the fungi to live in the organic material and to build a relationship with the plant. It as a more interesting factor for the people who grow the plants at home. It will allow the soil to be more wet, so you don't have to water the plant that much, or you don't have to worry that it will dry out, which is an issue for the people who grow plants and don't have enough time to water them, or maybe don't want to water them that frequently. Just like that, some needles, and over there I see some bark. Let's do the bark. Tree bark on the top to protect the plant from drying out. Let's finish all of that and see how the result will turn out. This is the final result. Wonderful green color. Transparent container which will have water at the bottom, minerals in the stones, organic material for the roots, tree bark and pine tree needles as an organic material on top that will prevent excess evaporation and will permit some insect to live inside of the organic material. Let's see if this plant likes this setup. What will happen with the growth? Will it grow well or not? I did many plants like this throughout. The problems that can arise is that there is too much excess water that can damage the roots. To prevent this, put a little bit of more stones or something more that will block the roots from direct access to the water so that they cannot be damaged. Otherwise, it's a perfect setup which will allow the plant to have always water when it needs water. I hope you like it. Build your own, have fun gardening, planting and growing.